Hey guys, so today on my client, I'm going to be showing you a technique that I use on a lot of my blondes to really just give them a nice little boost. On my client today, she has very thick hair and we did a full highlight on her. And she's probably about a level 6. I can't completely remember, but it was a level 6. It wasn't super dark. I used 20 volume, Pulp Riot, from our brush, you know, with Olaplex, duh, and it turned out really good, but she wanted to be lighter on her ends, so just like an extra level or so lighter on her ends, just to give it a little boost. And I was like, oh yeah, we could totally do that, but I didn't want to leave the ends of her hair in the foils longer than I had to, so all I did was touch up her regrowth. But then in the bowl, which is the technique I'm going to be showing you, is I'm just wet balayaging everything up. So this is going to help make everything more bright and make it look a little bit more natural and try to get some of those low lights out. So I have 20 volume and I'm just going in. The consistency of mine is 2 to 1 developer to lightener, and so it's pretty runny, and that's how I usually like to do my lightener anyway. I'm not a super, if it's like a blizzard, I only like that for open air balayage, but pretty much everything else, I like my consistency a little bit more runny than I would say the average person, which is kind of weird. But now I'm going to the next side, and just, I always, I never do lighter on top and darker on the bottom. I feel like that does not look good to the eye, and I always do lighter in the front, darker in the back. I don't mean as much color-wise applying it, but I mean lightness going up and down. It always looks better to have the lines a little bit higher in the front, really framing the face, rather than higher lines framing the back of your head for some odd reason and not the front. I also wanted to have a little shout out to my one subscriber. On every single one of my videos, she's always asking me to do a video on my own hair. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm currently in like a rebuilding stage of my hair. It's gone through being emerald green to jet black, straight to blonde, to copper, to magenta, so it needs a little bit of a break. So I'm kind of just sticking with more of my natural color, letting my roots grow out just a little bit, because no one likes fried hair. Even Olaplex couldn't really help me. But back to the technique, I'm just going in around the entire hair, going in a little bit lower in the back. Pretty soon it's going to pan until you see the final result of the wet balayage. But just to give you a little bit of heads up, I did use from Redken Shades EQ 9V, 9P, and 9NA to tone her all over. And that will be inserted in the clip image that is shown for the final result. That's the formula that I used. And if you have any more questions, just let me know. So yeah, but even though this technique only takes maybe like 5 minutes to apply and maybe 10 minutes to process, it makes a world of difference. And this is little things like this are really gonna make you stand out to your client, because I'm sure no other stylist is giving them a wet balayage with their full highlight. You can I charge for my time, so it's a little bit different, but you could add this on for an extra, I guess, depending on how much your salon charges. I don't want to be throwing out prices, but yeah, you could totally add this on as an extra service, and it only takes a couple minutes, but it can make the world of difference. Now, in a couple seconds after I finish this last piece, it's going to pan to the gorgeous blend that we have going on here, and I hope you guys enjoyed.